Welcome back to Travora. If you're an American thinking about moving abroad, Malaysia might not be the first place that comes to mind, but maybe it should be. Over the past few years, more and more Americans are making Malaysia their new home. And when you dig deeper into why, it all starts to make a lot of sense. First off, let's talk about cost of living. It's no secret that life in the US has become expensive: housing, healthcare, education, you name it. But in Malaysia, you can enjoy a high quality of life for a fraction of the cost. Rent is affordable, especially outside the big cities. You can find a modern, fully furnished apartment in Kuala Lumpur for less than what you'd pay for a studio in most US cities. And even in places like Penang or Johor Bahru, your dollar stretches far. Groceries, utilities, and transportation? Also significantly cheaper. Eating out isn't a luxury, it's a lifestyle. You can get a full, delicious local meal at a hawker stall for around $2 or $3. And we're not talking about junk food. We're talking about flavorful, freshly cooked dishes, with influences from Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Thai cuisine. Now, let's talk about lifestyle. Malaysia offers a tropical climate year-round, lush rainforests, beautiful beaches, and a vibrant mix of urban and rural living. There's no shortage of natural beauty, from the tea plantations in the Cameron Highlands to the white sand beaches of Langkawi. For Americans used to seasonal weather, it might take a little adjusting, but many end up loving the consistent warmth and laid-back vibe. Then there's the language. English is widely spoken, especially in cities and tourist areas. Most signs, menus, and public documents are available in English. That's a huge plus for Americans who might be hesitant to move somewhere where they don't speak the language. While learning some basic Malay is appreciated and useful, it's not a strict necessity. Healthcare is another big reason Americans are looking to Malaysia. Medical facilities in places like Kuala Lumpur and Penang are modern, clean, and staffed with well-trained professionals. Many doctors are internationally educated and speak English. And the best part? It's extremely affordable compared to the US. You can get a checkup, dental work, or even more serious procedures done for a fraction of the price you'd pay back home. The Malaysian government also offers long-stay visa options that attract retirees and digital nomads. One popular program is the Malaysia My Second Home program, or MM2H. It's designed to allow foreigners to stay in Malaysia long-term with certain financial requirements. While it has gone through changes in recent years, there's now also the new DE Ranta Nomad Pass, which specifically targets digital nomads and remote workers. Let's not forget the safety factor. Malaysia is considered one of the safer countries in Southeast Asia. Violent crime is rare, and everyday life feels secure, especially for expats. Of course, like anywhere, you should use common sense, but the general feedback from Americans living there is positive in terms of personal safety and peaceful living. Now, what about community? Are there many Americans there? The answer is yes, and growing. Cities like Kuala Lumpur, Penang, and Johor Bahru have active expat communities. There are Facebook groups, expat meetups, language exchanges, and business networking events. You won't feel alone. In fact, you might even find it easier to make friends there than back in the States. Education is another reason some Americans move with their families. Malaysia has a number of reputable international schools that follow British, American, or Australian curriculums. These schools are well-equipped and much more affordable compared to private schools back in the US. Another big reason Americans are moving to Malaysia is connectivity. Malaysia is very well connected in terms of infrastructure. High-speed internet is available in most areas, and mobile data is cheap and fast. That's crucial for remote workers, freelancers, and anyone working in tech or content creation. Getting around is easy. Grab, the Southeast Asian version of Uber, makes transportation simple and affordable. You don't need a car unless you're planning to live in more rural areas. Public transport in major cities has improved a lot too, with modern metro and train systems. One thing that often surprises Americans is the cultural diversity in Malaysia. The population is made up of Malays, Chinese, Indians, and indigenous groups. That diversity is reflected in the country's festivals, food, music, and day-to-day interactions. It creates a dynamic, open-minded environment that many find refreshing. But it's not just the culture, it's the hospitality. Malaysians are known for being warm, welcoming, and respectful. As an American, you may stand out, but you'll rarely feel out of place. Locals are usually curious and friendly. There's a genuine sense of community and politeness that's often missing in fast-paced Western cities. That said, there are also things to consider. For one, Malaysia has a tropical climate, which means hot and humid weather year-round. It's something to be aware of if you're sensitive to heat. Also, while most things are affordable, imported goods like certain foods, electronics, or luxury items can be expensive due to taxes. Another thing is driving. If you plan to drive in Malaysia, be ready for some different road behaviors. Traffic in the cities can be hectic, and road rules are loosely followed at times. But you can also easily get around without owning a car, thanks to apps like Grab. Now let's talk money and banking. Setting up a bank account as a foreigner can be a bit bureaucratic, but it's manageable with the right documents. ATMs are widely available, and card payments are accepted almost everywhere. Malaysia also has a low income tax rate compared to the US, especially if you're not earning income locally. For digital nomads, Malaysia is a dream. You can live in a modern apartment, sip coffee in trendy cafes with Wi-Fi, and explore a new country, all while spending less than you would in a major American city. The time zone also allows convenient communication with both US and Asian clients. Religion is also part of daily life, with Islam being the official religion, but Malaysia is very diverse. You'll find mosques, temples, and churches side by side. Religious freedom is practiced, and different festivals are nationally celebrated, including Chinese New Year, Deepavali, Hari Raya, and Christmas. It adds richness to everyday life. Another benefit? Travel. From Malaysia, you can easily visit Thailand, Indonesia, Singapore, Vietnam, and other nearby countries. Budget airlines like AirAsia make it incredibly affordable to hop around Southeast Asia. It's perfect for weekend getaways or long holidays. So what's the catch? Honestly, not much if you're open-minded, respectful of local customs, and willing to adapt. Like any country, Malaysia has its challenges, but for many Americans, the pros far outweigh the cons. Whether you're retiring, working remotely, or just looking for a lifestyle change, Malaysia offers a unique balance of comfort, adventure, and affordability. More and more Americans are realizing that they don't need to settle for a stressful, expensive life back home. In Malaysia, they're finding a slower pace, a lower cost of living, and a warm community. So if you've ever dreamed of living abroad, don't overlook Malaysia. It might just be the change you've been searching for.